DJ Selector, come on!
Rýchly život, rýchle BPM, v jednej ruke cigareta, v druhej GPL. Predtým ako budeš písať maký teplý text, ti ukrát neberú ako český prezident. Keď som v tvojom klube, tak sa...
What's happening YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending where you are. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as the title says below, is all about meal prep. So I'm going to be running through my meal prep in terms of lunches in a bit more detail today from beginning to the end. Hopefully you enjoy it, hopefully you go away and want to give this a go. It's quite basic, quite straightforward, nothing overcomplicated, anyone can do it. Been doing it for the last 3 months or so. This week's one is a little bit different in terms of what I'm using in the form of vegetables and things. So yeah, feel free to comment below. Feel free to ask me any questions that you may have as well. You may ask why I only prep for lunches. Reason is I have a beautiful, loving wife, which I'm lucky enough to have, who actually does me fresh dinners. So more or less most of my dinners are quite healthy but done to order, shall we say. She's gonna hate me saying that, but that's why I mainly concentrate on doing meal prep for lunches and breakfast. But breakfast is, as you know, usually consists of a shake of some sort. But look, I'm gonna stop talking. I need to go to the gym now, so I'll crack on the gym, and hopefully when I get back I'm gonna start my meal prep. Usually my meal prep starts with chicken and the cutting of some sort of chicken. So yeah, catch up with you soon guys. Cheers.
Right, so first thing is cutting the chicken up. So I actually like to use chicken legs. Most of the time I will use just a 5-piece rather than the drumstick, but I keep drumsticks for dinners during the week. But if I haven't got enough chicken for the macros, then I will use the drumstick as well. But first thing is, as you can see, there's loads of fat and crap on it, and I don't use the skin. So first thing I do is actually taking this skin off and make sure I get as much of the fat off this piece of chicken. I find thighs better just because of the taste, and also because of it being for the whole week, it doesn't dry out as much. So that's why I prefer to use thighs rather than using chicken breast. But the key thing here is to ensure you get as close to the skin to the chicken as possible. And then it's literally a case, this is a nasty bit, of just pulling all that rubbish off, and you see there's still sort of fatty bits around the edges. So literally what we're going to do is use the knife and just take it, you know what it means, taking off some of the chicken. Got to get as much fat of this as possible. There's even a bit here, I literally just take all of this off, and then what I do is I usually use water, and you can get most of this stuff off afterwards. And then once that's done, I find this bit tricky, is finding that the cut in the bone. Look at that, yeah, for the camera, spot on. So, and that is it more or less, and just gonna wash this out. And this has obviously got all the rubbish in it, so it's just about taking all this rubbish out, making sure that's clean, then I'll give it a wash, and then I'll do the rest of the chicken basically. But that is the first one done, as you can see, nice and clean, fine. So yeah, let me do the rest of them, and I'll be back with you in a minute. So that's the chicken all nice and clean, and then what I like to basically do is just get the last little bits off it. There's all these little bits. I mean, I'm not going to eat that bone anyway, to be fair, but what I like to do is just get all these little bits off to make sure it's all nice and clean. Just make sure there's no bits in here. Now this is probably not the funnest bit of the job, to be honest, but it has to be done. A lot of you are probably thinking, oh well, it's thighs and they've got a lot of fat on it. Let's be honest, the way I cook it anyway, oh I haven't got to do that, let's do that. The way I cook it, sorry, not for the light-hearted. The way I cook it, I grill it. It's, come on, it's still better than going out at lunchtime at home at McDonald's. I'm just going to finish cleaning all these pieces of chicken, and I will be back with you once I start marinating. So see you in a little while. Right, so the chicken's all nice and clean. So in terms of the next stage, it's about 4 o'clock. So on a Sunday when I'm doing my meal prep for the week, I like to start around this time. Going to marinate it probably for about an hour, but I'll show you quickly how I marinate it. So first thing I use is yogurt.
you can use any natural yogurt. This one's an Onken one. Usually we find we get a different branded one. They all more or less have the same sort of nutrients in there. It's not going to make a huge difference. Probably use about 2-3 tablespoons, but I'll show you in a minute. And then being Asian, obviously love my Asian spices. So you can get these from anywhere, Tesco's. If you live in an area where there's Asian shops will have this. It's that chicken tikka spice mix. And I use a little bit of tandoori spice mix as well, just mix them together. Again, do it by taste. Probably not the most hygienic thing to do, but I'm not dead yet, I've been doing it for years. When you put it in, taste it, and if it tastes right, just put in as much as you need to basically. But right, let's do the chicken. So gonna figure out right how many chicken fries I need. So again, it's all about the planning. So I know for this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday I need lunch. Friday my other half's actually coming into Cambridge, so she is going to be there for lunch, so probably have lunch out, so I don't do it for Friday. So usually what I do for, I'll measure it, I'll wait a little while. So Monday, Tuesday 2 fries, Wednesday 2 fries and Thursday 2 fries. And then what I'll probably do is I'll probably add in, let's add in 3 extra, because some of the fries are quite small. I'll add in 3 extra pieces of legs. So right, keep a tissue handy. Right, we're back in a second. Grab a quick tissue. Also, I got told off a little while ago. I didn't clean the surface. I spray the surface once you've cleaned once you've done the chicken. So in terms of yogurt, so I'm literally going to put in 1, 2, 3 spoons of yogurt. A little bit more, tiny bit more. So that's 3 yogurt. So it's not in half, roughly. If you can see that. So in terms of spices, so the chicken tikka one is going to be the main one. So again, this is just to taste, so that's enough for that one. And let's put a bit of which one's this? The tandoori one. I'll put less of this one to try and get a bit of taste. Alright, that's it for now. And this is the fun bit, I guess. You can either do this with knife and forks, but I'm just getting my hands dirty, basically. So it's not really the best thing, but it's literally a case of mixing it all together. You should be able to see the colour, to be fair. You can tell roughly by the colour and how it's all marinated together. The colour will give you a good indication if there's enough in there. Smell it, basically. But yeah, this is going to be the unhygienic bit now, which some of you are going to be like, what the hell is this guy doing? But it's literally a case of, let me quickly wash my hands. Quickly taste it. Side of the bowl, not for chicken. Yeah, banging. That is spot on. So yeah, that's it marinated. I'm gonna wash my hands with my thing. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna leave that marinated probably for about half an hour, 45 minutes in the fridge. And then once that's all done and tasteful, I'll come back to you and tell you the next day. So yeah, see you guys in a minute. So if you those who have watched my previous video and know me, I eat a lot of chicken and rice, and the previous meals the last few weeks have been chicken, beans and rice. So I thought I'd mix it up today. So I've actually bought sweet potatoes today, so I'm going to be, first thing, just quickly peel the sweet potatoes and clean them and cut them up. And I use this particular seasoning. It's a classic barbecue seasoning. You can get this from Tesco's or any other shop, I think, really. Just give a bit of a flavour when I put them in the oven, basically. But look, first things first, as I said, I need to plant it down, and I actually need to clean these sweet potatoes. Look at the size of these, the size of my head, look. But yo, and I've got quite a big head as well. So yeah, let's quickly peel these and then we'll crack on. As you can see, I've washed them. One thing I will say is, once they're washed, do dry them. Otherwise, when you come to put oil on there, they won't stick properly. The herbs won't stick in it. So I put oil on there. So I'm just going to quickly mix these up. The oil's on here already. So let's just make sure all the oil gets in all of them. Oh, better make sure that stays in there. I use 1 tablespoon of
olive oil. Is it olive oil? Yeah, it's olive oil. One tablespoon of olive oil. This is laughing at me. Right, so once that's done, as I said before, oh god, slippery oily hands. Yeah, everyone's laughing at me now. So yeah, so classic barbecue seasoning, again to taste. So I'll start with a little bit, because the thing what you don't want to do is overpower it. That's a bit more. Oh, I need to wash this after because it's going to get greasy. Oh god. Right, once that is all done, it looks like there's enough on everything here. Line the sheet, the oven tray with baking sheet, and literally just put mine out. So this is going to go into the oven. I mean, I should really put these on. So, I mean, in an ideal world, you want these to be standing alone and not too close to each other, but I've done this before and it doesn't make too much of a difference. As you can see, I did try to make them all the same size, but yeah, that was never going to happen. So yeah, there's going to be a few that's going to be overlapping here, but it shouldn't hopefully make too much of a difference. So yeah, this should hopefully do me for the week. I'm going to stick these in the oven now, and then once that's done, once these are in the oven, my meat should be ready soon, hopefully. So once the chicken's ready, I'll get out of the fridge and start cooking that. So I'll catch up with you again in a minute. Cheers guys. The chicken is in the grill now. As you can see there, just grilling away, so it's taking a little while to get done. The sweet potatoes are in the oven. As I said before, usually I make rice and beans, but I bought green beans today, and I bought some Mexican style mixed vegetables today as well. So I will quickly show you a lovely recipe for these green beans. So you should really use garlic, but I've just found out I haven't got no garlic at home and I can't bother to go to the shop. So I've got some garlic paste here, which, oh my gosh, it's cold. So let's just take some garlic paste out. So I'm going to chuck this garlic paste in there. Let that swirl around in there. It's a bit more actually, make it a bit garlicky. We do love a bit of garlic. God. Right, so let's put the garlic in there. Let's turn that heat up a little bit. So I'm going to let that garlic swirl around there. So the whole idea is to make, well, should we call it garlic infused green beans is what we're going for here. How do I go to this? There you go. Right, so that garlic should. That's a tablespoon of olive oil in there, and that's a tablespoon of olive oil in the other one as well. That one is for my Mexican style mixed vegetables. So I'm going to quickly crack this open as well. Right, hopefully that's warm. Yeah, it goes in there. Make all of that. Got beans and stuff in it as well, so I'm going to let that get done. So that garlic's disappeared. Let's get some salt and pepper. So is that normal salt? Oh, so there's some healthy salt here. Rock salt. Get this in your kitchens. This is thanks to my missus, I ain't gonna lie to you. So a little bit of rock salt, not too much. That's it, that's enough. Not too much. So that should be nice, getting nicely infused now. One thing you should do, which I'm going to do now, is you should cut the ends off. Cut the ends off quickly. Literally just chop the ends off these, just makes the flavour come out a bit better. So this shouldn't take long. What you want is for these to get all infused with that lovely garlic and salt. That's all you need. And we'll do the same here. Mix this up. Green beans are done, so it's all done and dusted. They come out lovely. And now I'm just finishing off these vegetables now. You focusing?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm new to this.
So these are almost done now as well. One thing I was going to say, what I remember, just turn that heat down. One thing I will say, where I remember, is where the chicken gets burnt as well. Right, chicken's getting there slowly, so it needs a bit more time. Make sure you keep the pack. So if you're using vegetables out of the pack like that, make sure you keep the packs, because it makes it easier to scan it in. So I can scan this barcode and measure it out afterwards when I'm doing my meal prep in the tub. So, but I'll come on to that in a little while. But yeah, hopefully next time I see you, all the food will be ready and I can start boxing up, which is the fun bit. We'll see. Cheers guys. So everything's finally cooked now. Chicken's ready, beans are ready, sweet potatoes are ready, green beans are ready, blah blah blah. So yeah, this is the fun bit now. It's not really the fun bit, but this is what takes the effort, is actually scanning everything in and measuring it.
into the macros. So I usually like to have the lunch on my macros for each day already done. Breakfast, as you already know from previous videos, I do the shakes every day more or less. So yeah, I'm just gonna plant it down and crack on with getting this all measured up, and then hopefully I'll do a bit of a final outro video in a little while. But yeah, give me a little while. So on to another time lapse. So what do you guys think? That is my meal prep done. Obviously the boxing at the end takes a little while longer, just because you have to measure everything and get it in the boxes and repeat yourself and put the macros into your phone. But like I said, once it's done, it's done. It's just about being organised overall, like most of these things are. But yeah, look, give it a go, guys. Let me know if there's any questions. Obviously there's alternative herbs and spices you can use, but I'm absolutely shattered now, so I am going to crack on. I need to do a few more bits before I go to work tomorrow in the morning. But look, let me know if you got any questions. Like I said, please do like, subscribe and share. I'm just rambling on now because I'm shattered. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch up with you in the next one. Take care.